Hey YouTube fam, it's your girl Alicia and I'm back with another DIY video. So today we're going to be making a senior theme graduation t-shirt. I absolutely love the way this t-shirt came out. It was super simple, super easy and quick to make. My senior templates came out really nice. It'll look good on any t-shirt, any color, any type of t-shirt. Okay, so to get my template, like always, you'll head over to the website creativecraftingllc.com. Of course, I'll do a giveaway. I'll give away some free t-shirt templates in this video. I don't have a lot of designs added yet. I'm still working on new designs and I'm adding them daily, but I did try to make this template in a couple of different colors. So if you want to use this template and I don't have the color that you want, definitely reach out to me on the website and let me know. So I'm gonna go ahead and use the red one in this video. Okay, this is really cute, and for my seniors out there, this is super simple, super easy for even you guys to make for yourself a nice cute senior theme t-shirt. Okay, so all the graphics are on sale right now, so definitely go ahead and grab yours. It's an instant download, so as soon as you check out, you can go ahead and download and save your image immediately. Okay, and this is going to be a PNG file. Okay, so yeah, so this is how it turned out. I just love the way these templates turned out. Super quick, super easy t-shirt to make. Let's go ahead and jump in. So to customize this template, we're going to go ahead and use Canva. So I'm going to go ahead and log into my Canva. I'm going to go into create new design. Then I'm going to go down to where it says import file, and we're going to go ahead and look for our senior t-shirt design. And I'm going to go ahead and upload that. Now, if you don't have Canva, or if you're new to Canva, I'm going to go ahead and leave a link down below where you can get a 30-day free trial for Canva. Okay, because to remove the background on the image, you do have to have some kind of Canva account. So I'm going to give you guys a link for that free trial. So now that my design has uploaded, I'm going to go ahead and click use in a new design, and I'm going to be printing this on transfer iron on vinyl paper or dark transfer paper, and the paper size is going to be 8.5 by 11 inch. So I'm going to go ahead and type 8.5, and I'm going to go ahead and click the paper size that works for me, which is 8.5 times 11. Okay, if you're using a bigger iron on transfer or dark transfer paper, then you'll go ahead and click the size of that paper. Okay, and I'm going to teach you guys more about that in my upcoming videos. So now that I've image or our template have uploaded, we're going to go ahead and customize that. So I'm going to go over to the side where it says upload files, and we're going to go ahead and upload the file of our graduate. Please ignore my dog in the background. I had to lock him out the room because he was making too much noise, and he's still making too much noise. If you can hear him, he's just doing the most. He's just out there crying like a baby. But yeah, so I'm going to go ahead and upload the image of our graduate, which is going to be an AI model. Okay, and I do have some AI models for free on the website, so definitely check that out if you're a creator and you want ways of, or you need models to showcase your designs. Of course, just go ahead and grab you some free models. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and scroll and find the model that I want to put on the front of that t-shirt on that template. Okay, then once I go ahead and find her, I'm going to go ahead and click it, and then it's going to go ahead and upload into our Canva. Okay, then we're going to go ahead and go from there. So once we upload our image, we're going to go ahead and click that, and that image is going to transfer over into the center of our template. And then I'm going to go ahead and stretch that and size that a bit, but I want to go ahead and remove the background. So after I center it and size it, I'm going to go to the top menu where it says edit photo, and I'm going to go ahead and click that. And then once we click that, the side menu is going to pop up, and we're going to hit that beach ball that says background remover. Okay, it says BG remover, background remover. So it'll show us a preview of how it'll look. Then we're going to go ahead and click done, and that basically removes the entire background. And I'm also going to scroll down because I want to add a shadow around her, because I always feel like adding a shadow or adding a glow gives the main image a little bit of extraness. Okay, it makes it pop out and stand out. So I'm going to go ahead and add a shadow and just leave it black. Then I'm going to go ahead and size that some more to where I want it to be on that template. Okay, just like that. Now this 8.5 by 11 inch is perfect for this project. I'm doing a small size t-shirt. I think anywhere from small, medium, or large. Anything larger, you will need to do a larger vinyl heat transfer paper for your design. Okay, then I'm going to go ahead and click on text. I'm going to go ahead and click add a text box, and I want to of course add her name, and I'm going to go ahead and create a school name as well, and we're going to add that. So I think I want to add the name her name to the top of her head, like right above her head, right at the first senior mark. You can add it wherever. You can add it above the class of 2024, but I'm going to go ahead and add it right above her head where that first senior strip is, okay? I'm going to call her Jessica, and I'm going to go ahead and choose a font that works best for me. I think I want to go with like a scripted look. So I'm going to go ahead and just look through the fonts and choose a nice scripted font. I think the font that I ended up choosing was called Adam. I think it was called Adam Script or Adam something. I think it was called Adam Script. But yeah, I'm going to go ahead and choose that font. Then I'm going to go ahead and size it. I think I'm going to leave the color of her name white because the white really stands out on top of that red. Okay, it's already some white inside of the design, so I feel like it'll pop out even more if I just went ahead and made her name white. Then I'm going to go ahead and size that some more. Then I'm going to go ahead and go into effects, and I'm going to add a thick black outline around her name. You don't have to do this, of course, but adding an outline around your titles definitely make them stand out and pop even more, okay? And that's really all I'm going to do with her name. I'm not going to add a last name. I'm just going to put Jessica by itself. Going to make it a little bit bigger. Then I'm going to add that black outline, and that's going to be it as far as her name. And then I'm going to go ahead and add another text box to underneath her, and I'm going to add a school name as well. And that's going to be it for this customization. And that's how super simple and easy this is. Now, I'm going to go ahead and leave the link down below, and I'll show you guys the kind of heat transfer paper that I'm going to be using in this video. And this transfer paper, it comes in different designs. First and foremost, I'm going to be using dark transfer paper. So even though I'm doing a white t-shirt, I'm still going to be using dark transfer paper. If you've used heat transfer paper before to make t-shirts, you know that the dark transfer paper holds up way better and longer than light transfer paper. So no matter what color t-shirt you're using, always use dark transfer paper. The color is more vibrant and it holds up a lot longer and lasts longer on the t-shirt. I'm telling you guys, that's the honest truth. It truly is better to use dark transfer paper only, okay? And that paper comes in, that brand comes in multiple sizes. The sizes that I'm going to be using, of course, is 8.5 by 11. If you want a bigger design, if you're doing a bigger t-shirt, definitely go for the 11 by 17 size paper. But make sure that your printer is compatible with using 11 by 17-inch paper, okay? If it's not, then you won't be able to print on it. So you can probably more than likely print on it at a copy and print, but if your printer itself does not take 11 by 17-inch paper, you won't be able to use that bigger size heat transfer paper to print out this your image on, okay? But we're gonna go ahead and talk about that later on in the video. But I went ahead and added her high school name, which I'm calling it Marshall High School. I think I'm gonna go ahead and just make that red, and we're gonna go ahead and add a black thick outline around that as well. And that's it, guys. That's how super simple and easy this is. So we got our template, we customized it in about 5 minutes, and now it's time to go ahead and print this, okay? So I already went and put my dark transfer paper in my printer. I'm printing this on my inkjet. Now, the transfer paper says, the kind that I use says inkjet compatible only, but it does work on my laser as well. And I found that a lot of transfer papers say inkjet, but you can pretty much use them on both types of printer. So if you go to a copy and print and they have laser self printer machines, you can definitely use it on a laser printer as well, okay? So now that I went ahead and saved it and downloaded our file, this is how it looks. I'm going to go ahead and click into my printer settings, and once that pops up, I'm going to kind of show you guys the settings that I keep my printer on to print the image. So once it opens up, you're going to see how the settings will affect the printing if it's not set the proper way. So you see how the image is cut off on the top and the bottom? That's because our settings is not set to the right printing format. So I'm going to change it from landscape to portrait. So always check your printing preview before you send any image to the printer, okay? So yeah, so I went ahead and changed that to portrait, and now it's printing out in full size. And then my printer option also allows me to choose the size image that I want. I'm going to go ahead and keep it at full page, of course, because we want the image to be as big as possible. So go ahead and keep that at full page. Then it also allows me to choose fill to page or shrink page. I'm going to, of course, leave it at fill to page. Then I'm going to go ahead and send that to the printer. So once it comes out of the printer, this is how it looks. And I printed it on PPD dark transfer paper. I'll leave the link down below for you guys if you guys want to check that brand out. That's not my number one option for heat transfer paper. It's probably number two. More than likely it's number two because I have like my top three. It's number two. My number one option is a little bit more expensive. I believe it's called OPAC, and sometimes I can't even catch it. Like when I used to do custom orders, because I haven't done custom orders in a while. When I used to do them, I used to have a difficulty catching that sometimes because number one, it is the best. A lot of people love it. A lot of people use it. The printing color on it is so vibrant. It is long lasting. You can stretch it. I mean, it's just a better type of heat transfer paper. So if you're using this to sell, definitely want to use that brand. But this brand is good as well. It's called PPD. I get it off of Amazon. It's about, comes in like packs of 10 for like $10, $12 the most. We're going to also use some scotch tape, but I'm not going to use the tape in this video, but I do keep it handy whenever I do my t-shirts just in case. Here is our t-shirt. I'm using a small Gildan v-neck. I found this at Walmart in the craft section for about no more than $4, which is not bad, okay? And then, of course, we have our iron. We want to keep that on high for about number 4. If you have a iron that has the numbers on there, I put mine at number 5. Okay, so first thing first, we're going to go ahead and grab our scissor, and we're going to go ahead and cut out the image. If you are using a cut machine, go ahead and send your file to your cut machine so it can go ahead and cut that out. Like I said, this image is a PNG file, so it's compatible with the cutting software, so you can go ahead and cut that out with your cut machine. I'm just going to go ahead and cut it. Now, because I am using a white t-shirt, it doesn't have to be cut out perfect, but I definitely want to get some of that white trim on there. I've seen when some people will leave the white trim on there because if you're using a white t-shirt, leaving the white trim on there will kind of blend in. But I do like for my work to be somewhat of look very as professional and clean as possible, even with this being just for the sake of the video, because of course we're using an AI model, so it's not an actual graduate. At the same time, I want to show you guys the best way of how to do it, especially if you're making these for your business to sell. You want to make it, you want to make it as nice or as clean cut as possible, almost like you use a printing machine, a t-shirt printing machine to make this t-shirt, right? So I'm going to go ahead and cut as close to the black outline as possible. If you're using a different color t-shirt, you want to cut, you don't want to see any white trim because once you iron it on, that white edge will show. So if you're using a different color t-shirt, definitely cut all of that white off. And that's why I like to make a lot of my images with outline colors, because it'll help it as far as the cutting process, especially if you're cutting out by hand. Okay, so yeah, so I'm just gonna go ahead and cut this out, and it's a super quick, easy, and clean cut. I didn't speed up the video because I wanted you guys to see how quick the cut is. So if you feel like doing it by hand is too much, now I've been cutting by hand for years, so I've gotten pretty good at it. But even if you haven't, it's still a pretty clean and easy and quick cut. So whether you're using a cut machine or a scissor, either way it goes, the t-shirt will still come out just fine. I love doing my projects where you don't have to have a cut machine because I know that not everyone has one, especially the new crafters. So yeah, so I went ahead and finished cutting this out. This is how super easy and quick it was, maybe about a 2.5 minute cut, and that was it. So yeah, so this is how our transfer design looks, okay? Printed out super clean, and I want to show you guys the edges so you can see how much of the white I left on there. But like I said, if you're using a different color t-shirt, you want to get all that white edge off of there to where you only see black trim, and that's it, because the black trim of course is a part of the design. Okay, so yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and plug in our iron, then I'm gonna go ahead and stretch out our t-shirt and prep it and get ready for that heat transfer design. Okay, this, guys, is super simple. When you see how easy and quick this is, you're gonna love it. Really, you're truly gonna love it. And like I said, stick around till the end of the video so that you can get yourself some free templates, okay, so you guys can make your own t-shirts. So usually I would use the scotch tape, that's why I pulled it out, but this t-shirt had a sticker on there, so I just went ahead and rolled it around into a ball so that it's sticky all the way around. We're basically going to use it as like a lint remover. So before you add any heat to your t-shirt, you want to clean it and you want to prep it, okay? Then I'm going to go ahead and take my iron, and I'm going to lightly iron over the t-shirt because I want to smooth out any creases before I iron on that heat transfer design, okay? Reason being is because if you iron on a design it's going to mimic, of course, the shape of the t-shirt. So if you have wrinkles in the t-shirt, when you iron on that design, it's going to have wrinkles in the design. I know it sounds crazy, but it's true. So you definitely want to prep, you want to clean, and you want to flatten out that t-shirt as smooth as possible before we iron on our design. So okay, so I went ahead and lined it up to see where I want it to be on a t-shirt. Then I picked it back up, and we're going to first peel off the backing. It's almost like when you use sticker paper, you have to peel off the back of the sticker. It's the same thing. So once you run it out of the, once it comes out of the printer, before you iron it on, you do have to peel off the backing. Okay, I normally use a clothing pin, but I couldn't find one, so I just went ahead and used like the tip of my nail and just kind of peeled it. And be careful doing this step, because if you scratch the vinyl, it will kind of leave a scratch mark in the design or in the color. Okay, so just be careful, and when you're pulling off the back of that backing, don't pull it rough. Do it very lightly, because this material will definitely tear easily. Okay, so definitely want to pull it off very lightly. And you guys probably can see, once my camera focuses, it's kind of like a stretchy, slick type of material. Okay, sorry about my camera not having the best focus, guys. But yeah, so I went ahead and peeled off the backing, and we went ahead and laid that down on the t-shirt. I'm just going to line that up and center it. So I'm just going to put it right underneath the V neck cut of that t-shirt. If you're using crew neck, it'll look just as good. I just went ahead and used this because I just, this is what I went ahead and chose to use. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put a tissue paper that comes, or Teflon paper. It comes in the pack of your transfer paper. Okay, so you don't have to worry about finding that. Each pack of transfer paper come with a few of these tissue papers. Okay, and it's also sold separately as well. I'll leave the link down below where you can also buy it separate. But I went ahead and placed that over. Do not iron on this image until you have placed the paper over the image. And I'm going to iron this on for about 45 minutes, or very, very close to an actual minute. Okay, now on each pack of transfer paper, it tells you how long to leave the heat on the image, so you don't have to guess it. I've been doing this for a while. I've used this paper for about 3-4 years now, so I just know how long to leave it on. So it's a good way that you can tell if the image needs more heat, is if the image has like a blotchy look, or I call it like an ashy effect, when the image has like just like an overall ashy look, or a blotchy look, or some kind of like it has like a white dust look, especially in the dark color spot areas. Okay, you can tell that it needs more heat, and then you can go ahead and add more heat. So I'm kind of checking the image as I'm ironing it on, because I want to make sure that I'm getting enough heat all the way around. So if you have a heat press, go ahead and just put it on your heat press, put your transfer paper on there, and set the heat press to about 45 to 50 seconds. But when you're doing a regular iron like I am, as you're ironing on or putting the heat on the image, go ahead and lift up the paper and check from time to time, just to make sure that you're putting enough heat. It's super simple though. For an image of this size, I want to say about 50 seconds is a good amount of time, but definitely different transfer paper have different heating times. So definitely whatever kind you buy, check the back to make sure that you're putting enough heat on your image. And this is how our t-shirt turned out. Look at how nice this is, and it's so simple and so easy. Like I said, if you have bigger t-shirts like extra large or bigger, definitely want to use a bigger size heat transfer paper. Okay, but if you're doing like small, medium, large, the 8.5 by 11 works perfect. Okay, it'll make the design look really, really good. This is how cute it came out. I'm gonna put the t-shirt on my daughter. Rather, I'm going to ask her to model it for me real quick so you guys can see. Okay, so the giveaway, of course, the link will be down below in the description box. I'm going to change the way I do my giveaways, because I see you guys hurry up and run to the link immediately. But this is how my daughter looks in the t-shirt. So super cute. Now you guys can see how big the image is. Excuse her for kind of being silly, but this is how nice it turned out, guys. So if you made it to the ending of this video, thank you guys so much, and like always, God bless.